Hello students and welcome to week 4. This week we're going to be studying one of my favorite topics, which is finance. Again, you have the little cheat sheet here. Click here for the most important things. And again, it's just a brief 3-page little synopsis of everything we're going to cover this week. So take this, I would print it out. You can use it to review over the week when you have just a few minutes and you can make some notes. All right, so going back into the classroom here, make sure you participate in the Explore. It's worth 28 points. This week you're going to hear a story of Son's Truck. And this is going to start with financial planning. You're going to meet the owners, Sean and Rachel. They've been planning to leave their jobs to pursue their dream of starting a business, but they didn't just do it overnight. They had to think about their finances, where they're going to get the money from in order to launch their new business. And so you're going to learn all about financing this module. All right. So the first activity is Explore, and this is Son's Truck Sunglasses. This is about a 6-minute video. Make sure you watch it all the way to the end and answer the questions in order to receive credit. All right. And you want to make sure that you read everything here. Go through and read all the information, and you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. And then here you have a discussion activity. This is at the bottom of the Explore page. You have to make sure you watch the video and participate in the discussion. So here you're asked to think about a financial decision that you made regarding the purchase of a big ticket item within the last 5 years. Provide a summary of the discussion and answer these questions. So what decision did you make? How prepared were you to make the decision? What was your thought process as you were making the decision? What financial information did you need to make the decision and why? And what lessons have you learned that you will apply to future financial decisions? So maybe you purchased a home or a car, maybe a large TV, something like that. So make sure you answer all of the questions and then provide a reply to one of your peers. You want to try to further the conversation. You can ask questions, offer other experiences that you've had, or present ideas to the class. All right, so you'll click here on Discuss in order to complete that. All right, so let's go back to the main page. The next thing you're going to look at is Learn. This one is worth 10 points. We're going to go a little deeper into finance. We're going to focus on the different financing options that a business can choose from to help them grow. And we're going to end the session with helpful steps to follow when needing to make a difficult financial decision, like choosing the best financing option. So click on Learn. Here again, you have another Strayer talk. It's about an 8-minute video. Again, watch the whole video, otherwise you don't get credit. If you cut it off early, you don't, it won't give you credit. So make sure you watch the whole video, and there's a question at the end to answer. And then read the information here on how to determine the best financing option. One of the options you have is equity financing. Maybe you've seen the show Shark Tank. This is one of my favorite shows. I love to watch Shark Tank. And then you also have debt financing. So you have two options, two of the main options. Equity and debt financing. They're both very different, do a lot of different things for the company, so giving you some pros and cons. Make sure you read through everything there. And continue to scroll down to the very bottom. And you also have the option of self-financing. Okay, so you can get lenders or investors or come up with your own funds. And they have some pros and cons for that. And make sure you read everything and then go down to the very end and move on to the ACT assignment. And so here in ACT, you don't really have anything due. It's due in week 5. So every time you have a writing assignment, you have 2 weeks to work on it. So this one is on finance and accounting. You're going to be a senior accountant analysis. And so your role in this assignment, you're going to assume the role of senior accountant with SunTrust sunglasses. So what is a senior accountant? They take ownership of reporting costs, profitability margins, and expenditures for the business. They use the principles of accounting to analyze sales information, to create financial reports, make recommendations, and all sorts of things. And they're also responsible for training junior accounting staff. All right, and so for the last 6 months, SunTrust has partnered with the discount retail store to run a pop-up sunglass stand in their stores for a big summer promotion. Due to the high purchase rate, the stores requested stock for 5 additional stores. So SunTrust needs to increase its capacity to meet the additional demand, and in order to do so, they need additional money. So in this assignment, you're going to help them determine which type of financing option is best for the company, and you're going to train the junior accountant on the accounting cycle and financial statements. So we'll go a little deeper into this next week, but the first step is on financing. You're going to identify which financing option that you think is best, and remember to explain the rationale for your decision. Step 2 is the accounting cycle. You're going to read the email the junior accountant sent you and identify the best next step to take in the accounting cycle. Make sure you explain your reasoning. And then the financial statements, step 3, you're going to identify the correct financial statements with the junior accountant that you're going to provide to the investor with the information that it's requested. And explain to your junior accountant why you're giving them this financial statement and where the debt information is located. And finally, step 4, the financial analysis. If you're the type of financier selected in step 1, would you invest in SunTrust? And you're going to explain the rationale for your decision. The template is here, and the resources that you need to complete the assignment are here as well. I recommend that you download the template and resources this week, start reading and reviewing, and this way, as you work through weeks 4 and 5, you will kind of know what you're looking for, right? So, for example, up here it's talking about the accounting cycle. So just knowing in advance that you're going to be talking about the accounting cycle, this is a good thing. You'll be able to kind of pick up on that as you go through the material in week 4. The next part of the week is reflect. Make sure that you click here. It's worth 14 points. You're going to watch the video. I will post an update when the technical issues have been fixed. But for right now, as of today, just do the 3 and leave it at the 3. Make sure you hit submit. Okay? Again, if you have any questions, post to me in the My Professor forum, or you can email me if it's a private question. I do check those at least once a day. All right, so I wish you all good luck this week, and I will see you in the discussion.